So this is one of our dramatic play units that we do, where the children come in and they learn what it is as far as what all the different jobs are in a veterinary hospital, as well as what it means to be a customer. The base of this is learning how to communicate with each other as they're working and playing. And for some children, just interacting and having somewhat of a script to follow, where there's certain things that they have to ask, questions that they have to ask, or answers that they have to elicit, is a big part of what's going on. It's easier for them to take what little information they come with and expand upon that. But using their imagination with all of the pieces that you see in the vet center is the beginning of them understanding how to develop their creativity when you start to think about moving on into first and second grade with those bits and pieces in their creative writing. One of the opportunities they might have is to go to the checkup where the animals are checked, and there's certain procedures, just like when you go to a checkup. You have to be weighed, you have to be measured, you have to have your eyes checked, and then from that, a conversation ensues as to why the animal is brought for an examination. They could end up going to surgery where more drastic things happen. They might need an x-ray. It's something that has happened internally, and there is a procedure that they have to follow in order to execute the surgery. Each of those sections comes with a value amount, and when the customer goes to check out at the end, they're given a $5 bill, and the office workers have to determine how much change is given back. So we're working on the add-ins of 5 as we complete all of the centers. Then, to finalize it, the paperwork has to be filed into the child, so it's a color coding system. So a lot of what you're seeing in the veterinary hospital is skills that would be part of what we call executive functioning, learning how to organize yourself, learning how to communicate, learning how to take one step and follow one step at a time as you work through in a very fun and an interactive way. The first couple days are chaos because everybody wants to go where they're supposed to, and until it takes about 3 days for them to understand. First, you have to go to the office. You don't go directly to the surgery. You don't go directly to the bath. You have a process by which you have to, but about the 3rd, 4th day, things start to fall into place. I have a system where I keep and make sure that every kid gets an opportunity to basically work in each area, as well as take their animal to each area so that they've had an opportunity. And at the end of this, there's a quiz given where the kids have to answer questions as far as what did you do in that particular section of the veterinary hospital, so that they understand what are the different jobs. As well as the veterinary hospital, we're learning words like pet and vet, dog and cat, and working on word families beyond that, and working on the community helpers and understanding just even how to work and play together as students. After the veterinary hospital is done, the next thing we'll do is we will do a restaurant where the kids will, again, work and be a worker or be a customer, again, learning about the jobs that are in a restaurant. And we have play food that matches menus, that matches ordering pads. And a big part of that is if you're a customer, you have to learn how to have a conversation. And I will go around and there'll be a conversation of the day. What's your favorite movie? And before they're allowed to leave, they have to answer the question not about what their favorite movie was, but about what one of their table mates was. How well were you listening in that conversation? Because we're working on not just being able to tell somebody something, which is very typical for a 5-year-old, but we're working on being able to listen to what somebody else had to say.